My fleet got crushed. Holy crap. Well, I'm not bringing any more ships over, or I'm not bringing any more troops over. And worse, my flagship got sunk. Dang. I thought I'd be able to take him. Hello, everyone. My name is Kongveal, and welcome back to my royal court here in Europa Universalis 4, where I am ruling as the Emperor of the Roman Empire. So last episode, we did lots of conquests, especially down here in Arabia, Persia, and Khorasan, where we conquered just about all of those regions. There are just two provinces here in Khorasan, one owned by Ethiopia, one by Yemen, that I yet to own. And there are 7 or 8 provinces, I think 8 provinces in the Khorasan region that are owned by Multan that I need. These 7 here and this one up here. In addition, we fought several wars against the Brandenburg Commonwealth monstrosity, for lack of a better term, since the Commonwealth is a subject of Brandenburg. They're now disloyal, but that's mostly just because I destroyed the Brandenburgian army. I still have lots that I need to conquer from them, but hopefully I will be able to get that done here shortly. I did notice that my truce with them is not up until 1791, and with the amount of absolutism that I currently have, only 19, I can try to get that up a bit more, but with this, I did test it out and it will take like 3 or 4 wars to conquer all of these. So I'm definitely going to work on getting my absolutism up, and I might end up needing to truce break these guys a couple of times in order to get everything that I need, everything that I want from them. There are a couple other things that I wanted to do. I was looking at the achievements and trying to figure out what I can do to get those. And there are a couple that I think I can do. One is I'm one short of owning all of the institution spawning sites. This is the only one I don't own, so I'll try to get that as well. I know it's outside of the North Germany region that I was looking at getting, but I can get the achievement, and then if I want to get rid of it, I can get rid of it. I also can get a supply depot in this province here to get that achievement because it's got a fort and mountain region with livestock. I just need a supply depot in there to get that achievement. I want to name a general after me and have that general win a battle. That'll get me an achievement. And I currently own all of Georgia. And if I own all of the United States, Georgia, I can get another achievement there. And then if I pass 11 consecutive issues in the Senate, I can get an achievement for that. I've currently passed 4. So we might be able to try to get that done. We'll see. But I want to try to get most, if not all, of those achievements in this playthrough. There are several others I could do that are colonial related, but before too long, I'm actually going to do a Portugal colonial game. So I'll wait and do the colonial ones for that run. But what are my goals for this episode? Obviously, I want to finish off the Khorasan and Persia region, since I don't have a truce with Multan, and my truce with Yemen is going to be up in just a couple of years. I will finish those up. I also want to continue chopping down Brandenburg and the Commonwealth and get all these areas that I need. And I might start fighting some of these people in the New World. Fight the United States, fight Mexico, Cusco, and Muisca, try to get some of these things over here. And to work to get some more of these achievements that I just mentioned. So I think that's going to be my plan, but the first thing I need to do is recover a little bit, get some manpower back. So I am negative 500,000 manpower, but I'm getting 22,000 a month. So we'll get that up a little bit. Even if I'm not back all the way, we'll hit Multan and their buddies, Delhi and Vijayanagar, and they're about 1 million troops soon. But the first thing that I want to do is decrease the autonomy where I can, because this will help increase my absolutism. So that alone gets me up to 29. So I guess without further ado, let's go ahead and unpause, get all my troops back, get prepped for my war with India, and work on getting some of these achievements. So let's go. All right, there's a supply depot in Valencia. And there's the achievement, Cowardly Tactics. So that's one more. I think I've got 9 achievements or so for now. And we'll get a few more during the rest of the playthrough. And I'm going to continue converting a bunch of cultures. All right, let's get a ruler and name him after me. Kongveal, there we go. All right. Ooh, he's a pretty good general. 5663. I'd like a little bit more siege, but, that's not too bad. I just need to get him to win a battle. I'm also going to take on Russia's foreign debt because they owe, I think it's like 3,000 ducats, something like that. Yeah, 3,000 ducats. And I think that'll get me another achievement for taking over, 1,000 ducats of foreign debt. All right, let's see if that does it. Yep, there we go. That's yet another achievement done. There's another Senate issue done. So that gets me up to 5 in a row. All right, my manpower isn't quite all the way back up to 0, but I think it's probably good enough. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to declare war on Kashmir because they are guaranteed by Multan, Delhi, and Brandenburg. And I can call in Russia. And this should be a pretty easy fight. I'll take the 8 provinces I want from Multan and take some from Brandenburg and Commonwealth. And I should probably just reset my truce, but I'm just going to take a bunch of stuff. Let's go ahead and start this war. All right, Kongveal is going into battle. Let's see how he does. Easy. Easy. There's another achievement. All right. I think I can get Multan out for what I want, which is just this. Let me just double check that this is everything that I want. Yep. All to here and this province. And yep, that should be good. And we'll take war reps, and I don't need their money, but might as well take what I can. And Multan and Khorasan are done. All right, I'm going to declare war on Cusco. Try to just take them, because why not? Go ahead and start working on the New World a little bit. All right, with the fall of Delhi, I can piece them out. Let's just do a white piece because we'll get a little bit of money. Sure, why not? I don't need it, but money is always good. Where are all the Russian troops? Russia is getting occupied. Wow. I can get admin tech 30 now. Very nice. And I've gotten my absolutism up to 62 during this war. So with that, I can go ahead and piece out Brandenburg and the Commonwealth. And these are the provinces I'm taking. And the main reason why I'm taking those is they are most of the forts that Brandenburg owns. And I think all of the forts in the area that I want, other than Berlin. And I'm also taking the center of the institution spawning, printing press spawning site here for that achievement. So we'll go ahead and peace out. This peace treaty will be till 96, but I will likely break the truce with them shortly to go ahead and get more. But let's go ahead and peace out of this. And there's the achievement. Own all institution origin places. And now let's go ahead and peace out Kashmir. I do not need this province, correct? Correct. It is in the Hindustan region. So let's just white piece them. I don't need anything from them. And while all these troops get back in preparation for breaking the truce with Brandenburg and the Commonwealth, I am going to go ahead and declare war on Yemen, which will bring in Ethiopia. So I'll get these 2 provinces from them. And let's go. Okay, all of my troops are back. The Commonwealth is at war with Perm, and they only have 147,000 troops and no manpower. And Brandenburg only has 31,000 troops and 81,000 manpower. So let's go ahead and break the truce and let's go to war. And I will use my papal influence to get to stability back. All right, the war with Cusco is done, and I can fully annex them. There we go. And I own 10 provinces, which produce gold. Nice. Wasn't expecting to get that in this war, but hey, I'll take it. The Ethiopian capital just fell, so I can peace out for just this one province. That's the only one I want. So let's go ahead and send that demand. And Yemen will go ahead and peace out for the one province I need from them as well. There we go. Now I own all of Arabia, Persia, and Khorasan. So now the only things I need to get all the regions that I had wanted is this bit up here from Brandenburg and the Commonwealth. And I'm going to try to take a massive amount from them, especially as much as I can in this war, especially as my absolutism continues to increase. I'm up to 67 now. So I'll be able to take more and more as I go along. My emperor died. I have a new emperor who's barely worse than the one I had. The one I had was a 433, and this one's a 432. Not too horrible, though. All right, I can peace out, and I've gotten my absolutism up to 72. Don't remember what it was last time I said it, but with that, I can take all of this, which I believe is all of the Poland region. Yeah, that's all of the Poland region, I think. And the rest of the forts up here in North Germany. So we'll go ahead and peace out for this. And the truce will be until 1799. So I think I will go ahead and likely wait till that truce goes up and then just finish them off next war. So let's go ahead and peace out. So now I own all of Iberia, France, South Germany, Low Countries, Britain, Maghreb, Egypt, Arabia, Mashriq, Anatolia, Persia, Khorasan, Caucasia, Pontic Steppes, Balkans, Carpathia, Poland, the Prussian areas, and half to maybe 2/3 of the North Germany region, and one province in Scandinavia, and one province in the Horn of Africa. So very cool, very cool. So I will be able to finish them up, likely, I'm sure, in the next war. So let's get all these troops back. And I'm actually going to, I think, get some of the troops down into South America, North America, and start working on getting ready to go to war with them. All right, colonial Peru formed. Yeah, I'll just be Roman Peru. That'll be fine. I'm going to go ahead and declare war on Muisca. They were guaranteed by Mexico, but they're now at war with Mexico. So yeah, let's go ahead and get them. All right, my troops are basically fully reinforced. They're just a couple, mostly the ones that got sent over here that need to be fully reinforced. But I think with that, I'm back up to full stability, working on getting more papal influence to work on more stability, because I am going to go ahead and truce break Brandenburg and the Commonwealth once again and go ahead and just finish them off. So let's go to war once again. All right, and I will be able to get everything that I want from Brandenburg this time pretty easily. There's 55 war score. Not bad, not bad. There's another parliamentary issue done, and that gave me a bunch of manpower. Nice. I can peace out Brandenburg and the Commonwealth for the rest of North Germany. So let's go ahead and just do it. End it. There we go. There we go. Now, I should have just gotten these three as well for cleaner borders. I might do that by the end. We'll see. We'll see. But now I'm going to work on getting more troops over here so that I can fight the New World nations. In fact, I might go ahead and start the war against Mexico. No, not yet. We'll wait till I get more troops over here. All right, I can get Miltech 29 and new cannons. Let's go with the flying battery. I've got a bunch of troops over here in Florida, a bunch in Central America and some down here in South America. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go to war with Mexico, which will call in Australia, which I don't really care about. If I take some there, fine. If not, I don't care. And it'll also call in Cascadia, which I can try to get some from Cascadia, wherever Cascadia is. Okay, maybe not. They're one province. And the United States. So I'll try to get a bunch from the United States, including Georgia. Yeah, I'll co-belligerate the United States. Sure. So let's go ahead and do it. I'm at war with most of the New World. All right, Mexico peaced out with Muisca, and Muisca has unconditionally surrendered. So let's see what I can get from them. I can get everything that I occupy. So let's not take this, and we can give that. We can let Brazil have that one. And I think this will be good. There we go. And I can call Russia into this war. Why not? They can help me out. All right, looks like the United States peaced out with Illinois. So let's make sure my troops are barely together. So they've got 450,000 troops and they're a Miltech ahead of me. So I don't want to be too spread out. I can build the Panama Canal. Let's do it. My fleet got crushed. Holy crap. Oh, well, I'm not bringing any more ships over. Or I'm not bringing any more troops over. And worse, my flagship got sunk. Dang. I thought I'd be able to take them. There's Diplotech 30. All right, Roman Columbia is on the scene. Very nice. All right, the American troops are starting to head back. Time to reconsolidate my troops a little bit. All right, I can get military tech 30, get new infantry. Let's go with the drill infantry. Now let's start going to mess up the American troops. The war with the United States is just about done. Yeah, it's getting pretty close. So I'm going to go ahead and go to war with Illinois. There we go. All right, I can peace out the United States. I'm going to take this, much of the eastern United States region and a little bit in the Louisiana region as well, since I'm at war with Illinois, and I'm going to take a bunch from them. So I think this will be a good peace deal for now. Let's send demands. And I own 1,001 provinces directly. Just got that achievement. I wasn't expecting to get that this playthrough. Of course, I wasn't honestly expected to take this much of a new world nation in a single time. Very nice. All right, I can actually go ahead and already full annex Illinois. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Why not? Right, I guess I didn't full annex Illinois. Where's Illinois still? They're up here. Illinois is in the Faroe Islands. That's it. All right. I think that might be their only province. As far as I know, that is their only province. Well, that's something else. Oh yeah, I forgot I was at war with Australia. Can I get anything from them? Yeah, but let's see if I can get some more from them. I'll bring some troops down there. And let's go to war with Canada. I'll call in the United States again. All right, that works. Oh, I need to own South Georgia. So I realized that for the Georgia on my mind, I need to own South Georgia, and it's not colonized. So since I'm not really hurting on manpower anymore, I think I'm going to switch out quantity ideas for expansion ideas. And I'm going to get a colonist. And let's do native coexistence, because I don't want to have to worry about anything. And now let's send a colonist there. That way I can also colonize these provinces here. Or at least this one here in the Maghreb that I want. But might as well get all of them there that are uncolonized. I fully own all 3 Georgias. Nice. Got that achievement too. Woohoo. And Roman Louisiana. Very nice. All right, I'm going to peace out the United States. This is what I'm going to take from the United States, a bunch in Canada, and a bit more in the eastern United States. So let's go ahead and peace them out. All right, I'm going to go ahead and peace out Australia as well. I can't get all of them because Russia took one. And they also have a fort over here, so I'm not going to worry about that. But I'll take the rest of what they have. And now we'll go ahead and peace out Mexico. And this is what we'll take. Taking everything they have in South America, all this here in Central America, and this for Cascadia. This will put me below 999 Diplo power. All right, this is what I'm going to take. Taking South America, all of these, and this for Cascadia. I want to take more, but I can't because it'll put me below minus 999 Diplo power. So let's make them annul their alliance with Australia. And yeah, we'll call that good. Actually, you know what? Can I just have them cede Cascadia? Cede Cascadia, Colombia, Louisiana. And can I take any more provinces now? A few more. Yeah. So we'll make them cede Colombia, cede Cascadia, cede Louisiana, and take these provinces for myself, which will then go to my future subject. So we'll go ahead and do that peace treaty. I'm going to focus on Diplo since I'm a bit struggling there. Oops. All right, I'm going to make Great Britain cede British Cascadia. All right, I'm going to have to wait a while before I can peace out Canada. I'm going to need to get about 200, a little under 200 more Diplo power before I can peace them out. So that's fine. There's another Senate done. So I'm at 7 of 11. Need 4 more. Sure, we'll call it Florida. Why not? And we'll get my next expansion idea. Get an additional merchant. All right, there's Roman Mexico and Roman Australia. My truce with Brandenburg just expired, and apparently the Commonwealth is no longer a junior partner of Brandenburg, but they are guaranteeing Brandenburg now. All right, I can peace out Canada. I'm going to take everything they own except for this one province here, so I don't want just one isolated province. So we'll leave them alive there. And we will call this good. And core 5 of those provinces and deal with all these rebels that have popped up. My absolutism is up over 100. I figured it would be by now, but I haven't checked in a while. Mexico declared war on Roman Mexico. I don't like that. I have to try to enforce peace. And they will. Give Roman Mexico some time to build up a little bit at least. At the end of the Liberum Veto, one of our neighbors has very kindly kept itself weak and divided by having the policy of Liberum Veto. Now, however, they have started to reform and so will greatly strengthen. And I get a bunch of claims. Oh, yeah, the Commonwealth just had an event. I think that's what this is about. It's time to take action. Let's see. Where did I get those claims? Yeah, against the Commonwealth. And I have the colony Roman Canada now. Nice. All right, I'm building up a bunch of troops over here in the old world because I decided I want pretty borders. I don't want just this. Let's finish off, get these 4 provinces from Brandenburg. But because they're guaranteed by the Commonwealth and because I don't have many troops over here in the old world anymore, I've got some actually. I'm still building up the troops, because why not? We'll bring these troops up as well. Once all these troops are built, we will go to war. That'll likely be next episode, but that's fine. All right, most of my troops are recruited. There's still some that are being recruited. Most of them are gathered up. Those that aren't are coming. So I think it's time to just go ahead and do it. We won't get very far, but yeah, we'll go ahead and take these from Brandenburg and yeah, I don't know what else. I don't know if we'll take anything else from Brandenburg or the Commonwealth. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe take the Baltic and Ruthenia if I can get it all. If not, I'm not going to worry about it. Most likely, unless y'all want me to. I don't know. Let me know what to do. But for now, let's go to war. We'll call Russia into the war as well, just to make it a little easier, because I don't want to really just... I don't want to mess with it. I want it to be easy. So we'll call them in. But with that, that is January 1st, 1800 and the end of this episode. So we did a lot more today than I expected. We finished off everything in the New World that I had planned on, that I had hoped for, and that is owning all of the following regions: Britain, France, Iberia, Maghreb, Egypt, Arabia, Mashriq, Persia, Khorasan, Anatolia, Caucasia, Pontic Steppe, Carpathia, Balkans, Italy, South Germany, North Germany, Low Countries, and the Prussian areas and the Baltic region. We also fought a lot in the New World, more than I was planning on doing this episode. We have almost all of South America. The only thing that we don't have are a couple of these provinces by Muisca, and we have most of North America. Mexico is still pretty big. Cascadia still exists barely. The United States is separated and pretty small, and Canada is a single province. We also got expansion ideas and got South Georgia, and we're working on these provinces here in Africa as well. In addition to all that, we got a bunch of achievements this episode. We got over 1,001 provinces directly. Narcissism, name a general after myself and lead it to victory. Georgia on my mind, fully own all 3 Georgias. Fantastic collectivist, own all institution origin provinces. Cowardly Tactics, have a fort and a supply depot in a mountain province producing livestock, and a pile of gold. Own 10 provinces which produce gold. And the only one that I still want to really get is this one here, Voting Streak. Successfully passed 11 issues in a row in Parliament. And I have passed 7. I don't know if there's going to be time. I don't think there's going to be time to pass 4 more, but we'll try. We'll try it. So next episode is the final episode in this playthrough, where I will get these 3 provinces from Brandenburg. I will likely go to war with Mexico and the United States again, beat them up a bit more. So I might be able to get the entire New World all for my colonies. We'll try to do that as well. But beyond that, I don't know what I'm going to do. Probably mostly just going to chill. I don't know if I'll be able to convert any more provinces to Roman culture, because I don't know if I'll ever have any more Diplo power for the rest of the game. But we did a pretty good job of converting everything to Catholic. We only have 1 more province left to convert to Catholic, and they have revolutionary zeal for the next 4 years. So as soon as that is done, but we will convert that next episode, and all of my provinces will be Catholic. And this is what is Roman at this point. And there's a little bit elsewhere here and there around the rest of the world, but we will not obviously turn everything Roman, but we expanded the Roman culture quite a bit, which is awesome. So after the final episode next week, I will start a playthrough of Ajam, where I will go on to form Persia and become Zoroastrian. I have not played a Zoroastrian Persian Ajam playthrough, so if anyone has any suggestions on how to play that, let me know. Put it in the comments and give me some ideas. But I hope you enjoy this episode, and if you did, be sure to come back next week for the final episode. And check out my other playthroughs on this channel, including the Kong playthrough I'm doing currently. That's going really well, and I'm having a blast doing that run as well. And head over to my other channel, Kongveal Survives, where I live stream survival games twice a week. So thank you all for being here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, however much of it is left, and I will catch you all next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.